Hi, Cancers. Oh, welcome to your quantum reading with me, Jocelyn, the Quantum Queen. Oh, I love you guys. So, Cancer, man, I cannot even tell you. There is something weird going on in my reality. Just side note that I cannot even tell you how many Cancers I have surrounding me at this moment. It's tons. Like, I attract them like crazy. I don't know why that's happening. So, let me just dive into my normal spiel. Feel free to fast forward. So, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and as always, welcome to my cross watchers. And cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Cancer, and the message could be for you directly. So, feel free to take it however it resonates to you and your situation. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is insane. And if you guys would like to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can find my information down below in the description box. And just wanted to say thank you to those who have made donations, and thank you for liking and subscribing. Just make sure when you hit the subscribe button that you also tap the notification bell off to the side so you get notifications. So Cancer, this is perfect. Like, so what's happening? Interesting. Okay. I think there's a new beginning starting. This could be someone that you knew, and I am going to say that this could be someone from the past, just because, let me just get one more card for the clarification on that. So, and I am doing things a little bit different. I'm using my Accurate AF Tarot. Just for some reason, I've been really drawn to them lately, so let's dive in and see who else it is that you're dealing with. Cancer. Can we get one more card for Cancer, please? Okay. There is a strong psychic connection and bond that you have with another person, Cancer. It could be a Leo just because of that fortitude. This is the Strength card. So I want to just throw that out there as a just in case. It also could be a earth sign. This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Just throwing that out there. And I think what's happening is there's someone, like I said, you have a really strong, like, psychic type of connection with. And I want to say that this is you, Cancer, where you're coming across more as the priestess. Like, that's what I think is you. Like, you're going through this process with this person, whoever it is, where you are much more grounded in the connection, okay? And there's a new beginning happening. So it could be, like I said, with a brand new person, an earth sign coming into your experience. For some of you as well, I'm going to get more clarification, but for some of you, it could also be someone from the past that you already know. Just throwing that out there since these are general, so it could be either or. But here's this new beginning, okay? Now, the reason why I'm saying it could be either or, because like I said, there's a new beginning, free spirit, optimism, spontaneity, trust, and the Fool card is always like about taking a leap of faith. But what I'm going to say more, just with the cards that are popping out, this is like you guys are made of the same stuff. This could be like starseed, Arcturian, Palladian type of energy just because of the planets. And for some reason, like the Fool card always kind of looks a little alienish to me. Like, I don't know why, but that is kind of how it pops out to me. So for some of you that relate with that whole theme, that could be very prevalent in your situation right now. Someone that you're coming into contact with, you guys are on the same type of path. You guys are probably involved in the same type of spiritual path as well. You guys are right aligned, all right? And like I said, I even want to say just there's a lot of entanglement going on. Both of you seem like you're really grounded, because the priestess, like I said, she has really well controlled emotions. And with that Queen of Rings, that's practical. It's very generous, nurturing, intelligent, and they have a lot of vision. So I think you guys really are coming across pretty similar, and you're going to know immediately who I'm talking about. You probably are already thinking them at this point, but you're gonna know anyway. Like, the psychic connection and this connection in and of itself is really strong. Like, it's going to be undeniable. Just the way that you guys connect with one another, it's on a different level. And look at that, the unicorn at the bottom. But let me see what else comes out to kind of clarify your guys' energy. Okay. So what can we get for Cancer? So like I said, Cancer, this could be someone new, or it could even be someone that you've maybe casually talked to in the past. And it's kind of like things, it's almost like cosmically planets and the energies are lining up for the connection to come back in. Or like I said, this could even be just a very destined time where you guys are coming to this meeting. Okay, a very divine timing type of connection and union is what I'm getting from this, okay? So, come on, Cancer. This is so typical of the Cancer. It could, well, I might just take that. It's interesting that we have the turtle. Because I even said, somebody got the turtle in one of my earlier readings. I'm so sorry. I wish I could remember who it was. But I was talking about that they could have been dealing with a Cancer. Because even though this isn't a crab, it comes across very Cancer-ish to me. Just because we've got the symbol up there is for water. So it could also be another Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. But Cancer, I want to say that this is you, that there's a connection, and the turtle always comes out as a long-term type of energy because the turtles have a long lifespan. But what I want to say, oh, this just popped out to me. This is really cool. You know how with turtles, when they're babies, how they have that long journey across the beach to make it to the ocean, right? Like that. Oh, this is so cool what I'm getting from this. Okay, Cancer. So it's almost like what you guys have been through. You've been through a dark night of the soul. And if you want to look at it in a symbolic way, that's almost like when you were in your incubation period covered in the sand, right? You were covered in dirt. There was a lot of low vibrational energy, and it's because you were going through a transformation process. And it could have been very painful for you guys. And it's almost like when you finally broke the surface of the sand, or came out of that dark incubation period where maybe you were going through a purging of some sort, or going through some type of energy where you felt strung up, you felt constricted in some way in your life, that is ending, okay? And what I want to say is with this connection, why it feels to me not so brand newish, but almost like you have at least talked to this person before. And for some of you, this could be a long-term connection where both of you have been in a process when it comes to your self-growth. But what I'm getting is it's breaking the surface right now. The floodgates of communication are happening. Things are wrapping up in both of your lives, and the gates are opening for this to actually come together and possibly have an opportunity for a chance or for another go around. Just with that new beginning. And that's why it's feeling like a new beginning, because it's going to be completely different. Where, like I said, what was previously kept down and constricted, it's like you guys are opening up, the coming out of the shell. That whole type of thing is what I'm getting. Now, it's not like everything's completely over, because it's like you guys are finally, things are opening up, but you're still kind of making the journey across the sand to the ocean, where the ocean is where all the floodgates of emotion are going to open up to you. So what I'm getting, this is so specific, but for you Cancers, I think that once you, the journey across the sand in a way is kind of coming across to me as breaking down some walls and barriers, okay? And even for some of you, there could be outside influences that have been trying to come in and keep this union from coming together and happening. And it's like, finally, this is kind of unstoppable, like, to be totally honest. There's nothing that's going to come between you and the connection. Like, it's going to eventually come together, whoever this is for. So, again, freaking, what is this, Cancer? Come on out. Yeah, see, what I'm getting with this is it's almost like, for at least one of you, some of you are still kind of keeping your emotions at bay, like keeping things hidden under the surface. Okay, this is hilarious. Dude, I seriously might switch things up a bit, because It's funny, before I even started this video, I was thinking about how lately a lot of people that I've been attracted to, there's either this connection that between Cancers and Geminis, or Cancers and Pisces. I've been seeing that a lot in the kind of people that are attracted into my experience. I might just switch this up, okay? Now, for some of you, no, I'm going to say the entanglement goes across. The psychic connection, just because of that priestess card between the two of you. I mean, what did I say about you guys being made of the same stuff? You guys are both coming across as water elements. One person's a little bit more closed about their emotions. The fish, like this is someone, like I said, it could be a Pisces just because of the fish and everything, but the koi fish is a very good luck type of abundant totem. And I think that's kind of what's happening in this person's life right now. That's why the gates are kind of opening up, because there's a lot of abundance, I think, flowing into this person's experience. And that's why the doors are kind of opening for the connection to come in the first place. That could have been a really big blockage between the two of you in the past. Just kind of throwing that out there. If that's one thing that's prevented the connection from coming together and happening, it's because whoever this person is, they're trying to get stable in their life financially. And I think what's been happening is, oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's pretty much perfect. So what I was getting, Cancer, is I think this person in the past, this is kind of what you guys have been up against. This could, on both sides, be a little bit of like some narcissistic energy, okay? A little bit of vampire-ish. More than anything, I don't really want to go down that path just because of what I'm getting from this connection, but I think Cancer, whatever this connection is, there has been a lot of arguments and heat between the two of you, okay? Like there's been a lot of passion, maybe some unbridled emotions that have been at bay, but because, I mean, this is fascinating. We got all emotions and fire. So, man, let me pull out some tarot and kind of see the details of this before I start just ripping off of all of that, okay? But that's pretty much clarifying like what was happening in the past, and now I feel like the emotions are going to be much more tame because someone's really becoming stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like there's this new beginning, I think, between the two of you. I wouldn't normally go in that direction, but with that, the Fool card, and even for some of you, maybe both of you have just been through relationships with this type of energy vampires. And so now you guys are having a new beginning, and why you guys have such a deep connection is that you guys understand each other on that level. You understand what each other has been through, and it's probably, I mean, 10 of Swords, that's your dark night of the soul right there. And that's what I'm being drawn to as well with all the darkness behind all the cards. I think that you guys have been in that process. Like I was saying, I think that's why that whole imagery was coming out with the turtles and them still being kind of like in their eggs in the transformation and the incubation process, is because that was kind of a symbolic way of talking about the dark night of the soul and what you guys have been through, some type of transformation process. So let me see what else we can get on this, Cancer. All right, come on, Cancer. This is so typical. Like, come on. Well, there's the clarification right there. I'm just going to take these cards. So one or both of you might have shut each other out in the cold. This is rejection and abandonment. So that's a part of the alchemization that kind of needed to happen within the both of you, is it was bringing up a lot of your fears to the surface, held in the cells of your body, right? This is a lot of old programming. And with this, there was probably a lot of codependency issues. This is all that I've been talking about lately, which honestly, like, I just want some type of good reading for today. But it looks like the collective is kind of going through this in general. So here's where there was some type of cutting out, maybe cutting each other out in the cold, like shutting each other out, feeling rejected, things came to a close. But with the world coming in upside down, I'm going to say, Cancer, that it's almost like what I'm getting is you guys thought it was done, but it wasn't really done, is what I'm saying. And I think even in a way, you guys thought it was done on one level, but even deeper underneath, like psychically, intuitively, you guys both know that it wasn't done. And it was almost like it was going to come back in for another go around. And then this is where I'm seeing this is the Four of Wands, and I'm not even lying. This is about like home life, stability. This is the four corners of a building. So this is all about the home and stability in the home. This can be a commitment or some type of contract made. If for you guys, if this is romantic, this is an actual like engagement. This can be marriage. So for some of you that might apply. If that's not the case, if this isn't a romantic connection, you could actually be moving in with a person or something where you felt really connected to them, and you guys are probably coming in to help each other out, like with some type of stability in the home. So this could be where you guys are sharing bills, or if that applies, there's gonna be possibly that new beginning. And maybe, like I said, I think you've known this person in the past, and so you've had to talk some things out, like really get some things out in the moment, out in the open, because if with that Panther energy, it feels just a little bit heated sometimes, a little uncomfortable. But what's really fascinating is every time, for some of you, you might have gone through a lot of the dark night of the soul where you were afraid of confrontation, legitimately. Maybe not even you, this could even be the person that you were dealing with, where they were legitimately just afraid of other people and afraid of conflict, like afraid of confrontations. And it would literally give them like anxiety or panic attacks. And what's really fascinating is I actually feel like this is not something that I normally would like to say, but it's almost like the arguments and the heat between the two of you has really helped this person to heal, honestly, because now I think they're coming in really strong. They've made a lot of friends. This fortitude card, this strength card, it's courage. And I think, and the biggest thing behind this is, like I said, it's learning how to make friends with your fears. This is a huge alchemization. It's like a lot of shadow work. And that's what was going on in this process as a whole. And that's where I think, look, we've got another 5. But again, it's coming in upside down. So lots of conflict in here, okay? But I love, again, that what happened in the past, maybe there's conversations that's happening where it's like, this is how it was in the past. And you guys are talking about, okay, we can't let this happen again. You know, we can't let it go here if we really want to keep this connection, because the connection is really strong. And so you guys are trying to maybe work out a different way how you can make the connection work, whether like that could be for some of you where you're like, all right, we need to really work on the communication. We need to just not like cut each other out in the cold. And so that's where the World card, I feel like, is also coming in, is you're closing out a lot of old ways that you used to do things. And I want to say this is on both of your sides when it comes to maybe like a little bit of your guys' old manipulation habits, you know? And again, this isn't anything like mean or anything like that. And you guys have to use your discernment. If this is a legitimately toxic connection, then I think you need to almost have the courage and strength to walk away for whoever that applies to. And that could be what's happening, because, and I'm going to take this 7 of Wands straight up, because I think what's really happening and what's really beneficial, why this connection is coming in, is because it's teaching both of you to have really firm boundaries. This is my boundaries card. It's learning how to like put your needs above everyone else. And sometimes that can cause conflict in your environment, because when people are codependent upon your energy, Cancer, and once you start deciding to say like, no, like I'm going to put my needs first, I'm going to take care of myself, that's where all this conflict will come up. And it's just because what's happening is it's moving you in the next phase. So one thing that I always like to tell people, especially that I work with in coaching and everything, is when you start to see the conflict come up, seriously, like almost get excited about it, because you will know immediately that you're not a match to that environment. And for some of you, that could even be happening quickly. If you've been kind of like feeling dissatisfied because you keep coming across relationships or living situations or work environments where you keep feeling defeated, there's always this point that you come to where there's this conflict. It's just because you're elevating, Cancer. And every time, this is the whole creation process. Once you figure out in your mind that you don't like a situation, then your mind says, well, I want this instead. And right then you've created that new reality, right? Abraham Hicks. You've created that new vibration. You've tapped into a new vibration in your thought process. And all you have to do is line up your brain chemical releases to match that new reality that you just created in your mind. So that's where you just need to focus right now, Cancer. And I feel like this connection is honestly helping you to do that. The conflict is helping you to learn how to elevate yourself, how to put boundaries up, and how to move to the next phase. So for whoever this applies to, make sure that you hold really firm to your boundaries. That's going to be really key in this process. It's going to help you a lot. And so, yeah, I'm going to dive into the extended with this, Cancer. If you guys want to join me over there, definitely feel free. Just go down below in the description box. Click on the PayPal link, send over $10. And please remember to put in the comments or the description, Cancer, the title of the video, the publish date, and your email address where you would like me to send it over for you to view. So, Cancer, if this is kind of where we leave things, I'm sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I will see you in your next reading. Take care.